Hey guys, welcome back to Creative Witchy Mama. For those that are returning here, thank you so much for tuning in again for some more content from me. And for those that are new, welcome. You're very, very welcome here. Thank you so much for tuning on in today. And look, I'm going to get the admin out of the way. If you are loving this content or enjoying this content, I would really appreciate it if you did hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading some new content. It really actually helps me get to know you, but also keeps my channel growing as well. And, you know, for me, the more people that can hear about these experiences, the better. So, um, so moving swiftly on, today I actually want to talk about, I guess, a bit of a follow-on from, a bit of trauma that's happened in July. So for those that have been following along, I was the victim of some armed robbery, and I gave a bit of an update the other day, I suppose, on a, surface level. But today I actually want to talk about like how this trauma is held in my body. And I've never really felt trauma like this in my body before, and it kind of made me think about a book that I read ages ago, and I'm sure many of you have read it before. It's The Body Keeps the Score, and it's just all about how the entire body holds trauma. It's a great book. It talks about a lot about scientific basis, and then also like the humanistic way, our mind, our body, everything all kind of mixed together. So kind of got me thinking, because today I went to yoga, which I normally do on a Saturday morning, but it's been off for the last few weeks, and I haven't been since the robbery. And I have never felt so much stretch in my body before. I could really feel like where I'm holding a lot of tension. Obviously, I've always been able to feel, where I've got tension in my body, but today I could really feel, especially like through my hips, through my lower back, just how much pressure is held in my body. And I guess it made me really think about, like obviously something traumatic has happened, and that is held in my body too. It's not just on a talking level, like it is in a physiological level in my body still. And obviously I need to do things to kind of shift through that and move through it. And yoga was um, a great thing for me today, just to, I suppose, balance in with my body. And I think for the first time ever, I actually felt really like connected in, but in a way like I was really focused. And even Ebony, who does who takes the yoga lessons, she said, like, I can see that you're so focused. I'm just chatting away to myself, because she was talking, but then she could see that I was so focused. And I don't think I've ever been like that. I'm sure if we spoke to her, she would say exactly the same thing. And not that I don't take it seriously, but I felt like today I just felt like there was so much purpose in me being there, and it really showed in my body. So I guess what I wanted to kind of cover today is just how much trauma of any kind like impacts us in so many different ways and on so many different levels, and what are we doing to kind of shift through it. For me, obviously doing the yoga today was wonderful, but I think I need to get some sort of massage or some form of hands-on healing to help the release, as well as doing some yoga. But I also think it's a bit of a trigger for me to move. Like, I think I need to go walking. I think I need to grab H at some point, and we just need to get out into the forest and walk, ground, but just be out in nature, but also for me to get out and move as well, because I felt that my body was really constricted. So that's what I'm going to do. What do you do? Have you got some go-tos that you try, when you have experienced something that has given you a traumatic response, or you haven't had anything, or you're here to learn. I don't know. But yeah, like today I just really, I really felt my body needing the release. Um, and it really got me focused on, wow, yeah, I need to probably do a little bit more to help my body release, not just my mind. I'm seeing a counselor and I'm talking to some people and, doing all of those things, but actually my body is suffering too. And I'm sure that's having a major knock on effect to, to my sleep, to my walking, to, even just being stood up and sat still. And like, I look at myself and I look tired, and I don't think it's just, the lack of sleep from Harrison, because I've had that for almost 11 months, right? But I feel like I look tired at the moment. And I think that is also an impact of the trauma experienced. So I think this is kind of a bit of a wake up call for me to have a bit more of a self-care routine, and what that kind of looks like. I definitely think yoga, like I said, it hadn't been on for a few weeks, so there'd been some delays. That was fine. So, but now I'm definitely going to focus on doing that, and I may even try and look for something that I can do with Harrison as well, moving him as well as me. Something else midweek, maybe even Pilates, maybe yoga again. I'm not sure, but this has definitely called me to focus a bit more on the movement in my body, and where I'm holding a lot of tension. And I'm holding a lot, a lot. Some of the movements today, I was just like, whoa, yeah, like, yeah, I'm holding a lot of tension. So, and a lot more than, let's say, 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, when the last yoga session, it was no different. I just definitely wasn't feeling as much as I am now. So yeah, I would be keen to hear, what do you do in these scenarios? Do you have a good self-care routine? Do you get out and move? Do you do yoga? Do you do Pilates? Have you got any suggestions for me? I'm very, very open to some suggestions that may help me move through this, not just, yeah, like on that kind of mind level, but also in the physical body too, to try and help get through this traumatic time, but also help release the trauma from my body, because clearly my body is holding on. Like, and I think I'm constantly in that, that fight or flight mode, right? So I think, my body's like almost like super tense, and that's why it's really holding everything in. So I need to definitely release that. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in today. And like I said at the beginning, if you are loving this content as much as I'm loving sharing it, please hit the subscribe, the notification bell, and share it if you've got any friends, family, colleagues, whatever that you think might enjoy listening to this. Please, I would love it if you share it. And honestly, I'm overwhelmed by how many people tune in. And it really does humble my heart. But it's so nice to hear, like, to see that so many people are kind of tuning into these experiences, because if anybody learns anything, or has an idea of being able to do something to help themselves too, then that's exactly what these videos are for. So thank you so much. Mwah. Until next time.